नमो नमः. गीताभ्यासे 4-27 सर्वाणि इंद्रिय कर्माणि, a study by S.L. Abhyankar. This shloka 4-27 is third of the set of 6 from 4-25 to 4-30. The shloka is सर्वाणि इंद्रिय कर्माणि प्राण कर्माणि चापरे आत्मसंयम योगाग्नौ जुह्वति ज्ञानदीपिते. पदच्छेदः सर्वाणि इंद्रिय कर्माणि प्राण कर्माणि च अपरे आत्मसंयम योग अग्नौ जुह्वति ज्ञानदीपिते. वाक्यांशशः विश्लेषणानि. ज्ञानदीपिते आत्मसंयम योगाग्नौ अपरे सर्वाणि इंद्रिय कर्माणि प्राण कर्माणि च जुह्वति. The अन्वय वाक्यम is अपरे सर्वाणि इंद्रिय कर्माणि प्राण कर्माणि च ज्ञानदीपिते आत्मसंयम योगाग्नौ जुह्वति. पदाभ्यासः. इंद्रिय कर्माणि इंद्रियाणां कर्माणि अथवा इंद्रियैः करणीयानि कर्माणि. प्राण कर्माणि प्राणेन प्राणाय वा करणीयानि कर्माणि. In update dictionary, pranakarman, noiter, vital function. Note, vital organs are the main organs inside the body, such as the heart, lungs and brain, that are necessary for life. So, pranakarmani are functions of the vital organs. Jnanadipite, jnanena dipite iti jnanadipite. Atmasanyama yogagnau, atmasanyama yogagnihi. पुल्लिंगम सप्तमी एकवचनम. आत्मना आत्मनः संयमः इति आत्मसंयमः. आत्मसंयमः एव योगः इति आत्मसंयम योगः. आत्मसंयम योगः एव अग्निः इति आत्मसंयम योगाग्निः. सारांशतः ओवरऑल मीनिंग. अपरे सर्वाणि इंद्रिय कर्माणि प्राण कर्माणि च ज्ञानदीपिते आत्मसंयम योगाग्नौ जुह्वति. अदर्स स्टिल sacrifice all the actions, that is functions of the various organs and vital forces, pranaha, into the fire of yoga in the shape of mental control, which has been lit by knowledge, jnana. In the above stanza are described two or three different kinds of symbolic yajna. For example, controlling the senses, that is allowing them to perform their respective functions within proper limits. 2. Totally destroying the senses by wholly giving up the objects of sense which go to feed the senses. 3. Putting an end to the actions not only of the senses but even of the vital forces themselves by entering into a complete mental absorption, samadhi, and remaining steeped in the joy of the Atman. Now, if these are compared with a yajna, then in the first kind of yajna, the limit sanyamana, which is placed on the senses, becomes the fire, agni, because by working out the simile, all that enters into the limit may be said to have been offered into the fire. Similarly, in the second kind of yajna, the organs themselves, and in the third kind of yajna, both the organs and the prana, vital forces, are compared with the material offered up as a sacrifice offering, and the control of the Atman as Atma Sanyamana become the fire. There are besides others who only perform the pranayama, that is control of the prana, life, in the shape of the breath. This is only translation, and these are described further in the 29th stanza. This idea of symbolically extending the original meaning of the word yajna, namely a sacrifice of various materials, and making it include religious austerities, tapaha, renunciation, sannyasa, mental absorption, samadhi, control of the prana or breath, pranayama, and other means of getting merged into the blessed Lord, has not been mentioned for the first time in the Gita. In the 4th chapter of the Manusmriti, where the state of the householder is being described, after stating that no householder should give up the 5 principal sacrifices, Mahayajnaha, prescribed by the Smrutaya, namely the Rushi Yajnaha, the Deva Yajnaha, the Bhuta Yajnaha, the Manushya Yajnaha, and the Pitru Yajnaha. It is stated that many persons sacrifice the speech into the organs, or the pranaha, life, into the speech, or ultimately even propitiate the Parameshwara by a Jnana Yajna. That is the sacrifice by knowledge, or sacrificing everything into the sacrificial fire of knowledge. This is somewhat the translation of Manusmriti 4-21 to 24. Considering the matter from the historical point of view, it can be seen that when the sacrifice of wealth of various kinds prescribed in the Shruti text for propitiating Indra, Varuna and other deities fell into disuse, and the devices of attaining the state of the Parameshwara by Patanjala Yoga, sannyasa or metaphysical knowledge came more and more into vogue. The meaning of the word yajna was widened, and it was made to symbolically include all the various devices of obtaining release, that is moksha. The principle of the root of this is the tendency to indicate subsequent religious methods by the same technical terms as had come to be formally accepted in the religion. Whatever may be the case, it is clear from this exposition in the Manusmriti that this idea had acquired general acceptance before or at any rate at the same time as the Gita. Chando Vishleshana. Sarvani Indriya Karmani Ashtakshani Yakarma Etesham Matraha Eka Dve Dve Pranakarmani Chapare Ashtakshani Nichap Etesham Matraha Eka Dve Eka Atma Sanyama Yogagnau Ashtakshani Mayoga Etesham Matraha Eka Dve Dve Jubhati Jnanadipite Ashtakshani Nadipi Etesham Matraha Eka Dve Eka Anushtup Chandaha Tippanyah Notes of Self-Study. In 4-24 and 4-25, there is mention of Brahmagni. In 4-26 of Sanyamagni and Indriyagni. Here Atma Sanyama Yogagni. So the table in 4-26 can be updated as Agnihi Samidha Havihi, Brahmagni Brahma Samidha Brahma Havihi, Sanyamagni Sanyamaha Samidha Shrotradini Indriyani Havihi, Indriyagni Samidha Indriyani Havihi Shabdadaya Vishayaha, Atma Sanyama Yogagni Atma Sanyama Yogaha Samidha Sarvani Indriya Karmani Prana Karmani Cha Havihi. In this shloka 4-27, the word Jnanadipite explains also that the fire Atma Sanyama Yogagnihi is lighted or ignited by Jnanam. In the context of Shrotradini Indriyani in 4-26, there was the detail in Aptech Dictionary that Shrotradini Indriyani are primarily Jnanendriyani. There are also Karmendriyani. So the mention here of Sarvani Indriya Karmani is inclusive of Jnanendriya Karmani and Karmendriya Karmani. But Prana Karmani are mentioned separately. What are they? As explained under Padabhyasa, Prana Karmani are functions of the vital organs, which are the main organs inside the body, such as the heart, lungs and brain, that are necessary for life. Actually, the functions of organs involved in physiological systems of respiration, blood circulation, digestion, excretion, not only of urine and stools but also of sweating, are all prana karmani, functions operated by prana. So I thought it good to make Vigraha Vakyam of the word prana karmani as pranena pranayava karaniyani karmani. Actually, the word pranaha has been well detailed in Aptech Dictionary as pranaha, breath, respiration, the breath of life, vitality, life, vital air, principle of life, usually plural in this sense. The pranaha being 5, prana, apana, samana, vyana and udana. Hrudi pranoguda epana samano navi samsitah उदानः कंठदेशस्थो व्यानः सर्वशरीरगः. Isn't it all amazing, rather astonishing, that the word pranakarmani is so scientifically correct, and Rushaya and Munaya had so good and perfect understanding of the physiology of the human body system. The Sanskrit Vangmayam captured all that knowledge in simple, fluent, easy to recite and easy to remember shloka. Ridhi prano gudepana samano nafi samsita udana kantadeshasto vyana sarva shariragaha. By the way, in Shabdakalpadrumaha, the etymology of pranaha, pullingam praniti jivati bahukalam iti, pra plus an plus ach, praniti anena iti karane ghaiva. All words prana, apana, samana, vyana and udana are from dhatu an, anang, prane, to breathe, to live, to inhale, to be able. Adadi, द्वितीय गणीय परस्मैपदी अकर्मकः सेट. अन अनंग प्राणने, टू ब्रीद. दिवादि चतुर्थ गणीय आत्मनेपदी अकर्मकः सेट. नोट, प्राण is from pra plus an. Apana is from apa plus an. Note, apa means down or away. The excretory system functions to take the excretions down or away. Release of the unwanted and of the unwarranted is the fundamental base, Mooladhara of the living life, Mooladhara Chakram is said to be located at Gudadwaram. Samana is from Sam plus A plus An, is supposed to be situated at the navel. Note, in the uterus, the embryo lives and grows due to its navel being connected to the umbilical cord. The Pauranika thought that Brahma emanated from Nabhi of Vishnu seems to be literary encoding of scientific knowledge. The navel is said to be the location of Manipura Chakram. Note, Shat Chakram connotes the 6 mystical circles of the body, that is Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha and Ajna Chakra. Vyana is from V plus A plus An, and Udana is from Ut plus A plus An. Ut means up. It is said that Yoginaha release their last breath, the pranaha, from Sahasrara Chakra, situated at the topmost part of the skull, so also called as Ajna Chakra. As such, all pranakarmani are functions that are performed by organs which functions voluntarily. Those yoginaha who perform the yajna as sarvani indriya karmani prana karmani cha jnanadipite atmasayama yogagno jubhati are obviously very, very special. Those yoginaha are very, very special. Although the literal meaning of apare sarvani indriya karmani prana karmani cha jnanadipite atmasayama yogagno jubhati, that literal meaning may be understood. But how the apare yajnavidaha yoginaha actually do it sounds to be totally cryptic. An interesting point is that Atma Sanyama Yoga is the name of that Agni where Atma Sanyamaha is in the role of Samidhaha. How come Atma Sanyamaha or Atma Sanyama Yoga is considered to be in the role of Samidha, which when kindled make Atma Sanyama Yoga Agni? Basically, Agni is manifestation of energy. So Atma Sanyama Yoga is to be taken to be a manifestation of energy. To be able to exercise Atma Sanyama, self-control, requires great mental resolve, great mental strength. That is energy. This is some simplistic thought that comes to mind when trying to understand Atma Sanyama Yoga Agni. But this may not be the explanation. The fact that all this sounds cryptic seems to be corroborated by the title of Shashthodhyaya being Atma Sanyama Yoga. A wholesome adhyaya is devoted to explain Atma Sanyama Yoga. Shubhamastu.